See, for any product company, time to market is very important.
True.
How
That's what I mean.
quickly you can produce your product before your competition.
True.
For that, in the knowledge industry, raw material is people.
True.
Unless you have people at scale, then only they will be able to develop multiple products when ahead of the your competition. Plus cost effectiveness.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean those days, cost arbitrage was between US and India was like this. So with that cost arbitrage available to these people at scale, so they thought that coming to India is going to be beneficial for TI to set up a development center.
Government started its policy for software in the year
During that period, yes.
1985.
Yeah, during that period only, the Texas Instruments want to come to India to see. During that period, what happened? All TCS, Infosys, Satchem, all these companies, they're simply doing the body shopping, recruit some people from IITs and place them in some companies. See, during that time, the MNC companies wanted to come to India because manpower. All the premier institutions.
I think globalization had started by then.
Yeah, not globalization, because for their own existence, any knowledge industry, manpower is.
But was the ease of doing business in India?
Bureau is a license charge.
Oh.
Very difficult for anybody to serve.
But still they preferred because of the sake of manpower.
Only manpower, because what happened when our IT companies started placing our IIT engineers in Texas Instruments and other, they saw the potential of
Talent.
Indian talent. With only few people, we were able to get so many things done. If only we go to India, have access to the large pool of manpower, then we can develop. See, for any product company, time to market is very important.
True.
How
That's what I mean.
quickly you can produce your product before your competition.
True.
For that, in the knowledge industry, raw material is people.
True.
Unless you have people at scale, then only they will be able to develop multiple products when ahead of the your competition. Plus cost effectiveness.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean those days, cost arbitrage was between US and India was like this. So with that cost arbitrage available to these people at scale, so they thought that coming to India is going to be beneficial for TI to set up a development center. They approached the government of India. They said they wanted a list of the things they have to set up. They had plans in another country other than India, but they preferred India because of the availability of the manpower. So finally they said, okay, we'll do a small pilot experiment with Texas Instrument. If it works, we'll continue. Otherwise, we will
Destroy it.
destroy the that's why they did not even form the society.
Okay.
They said, okay, concept is software technology park is a concept. Then there was an internal circular that for Texas Instruments, we are creating a model, STP, Software Technology Park model, only for Texas Instruments on a pilot basis. Whoever wants to manage that this thing, they can apply.
And was your role being the first director or a first key person in STPI?
Let me tell you. See what happened. All my colleagues, for them, they were sitting in the peak license lodge. A lot of people were coming, and that too for a temporary period. Nobody knows what is that STPA scheme, all that. So none of them applied. Only my application was there. Why I applied? Even I was not knowing that STPA is going to transform Indian IT industry to what we are seeing now. That time, my only this thing was Bangalore is closer to my native place, Anantapur. I can keep visiting Anantapur, take care of my family, visit my parents every weekend and all that. That was my only this thing. I did not come to STP Bangalore as the first director of the STPA scheme.
But you ended up becoming the founder director of STPA.
Yes. I came only with that intention. In fact, when I had a meeting inviting all the companies here, including Naranmurthy was also there in that meeting. I still remember Naranmurthy in Telugu said, "Ivanni cheptarandi government emi kaduvi." So
I think by then he had seen too much of government bureaucracy.
So nobody believed that STPA scheme is going to really give that true single boost. The government licenses, import licenses, export violation, all those things. They never believed. None of them joined the STPA scheme that time. Though I had a meeting with all the local software companies and all that. But MNC company, because the Texas Instrument started enjoying, they took a building in Millers Road, Sonar Towers. On the top of the Sonar Towers, they asked us to set up the satellite Earth station. To bring the satellite Earth station to that Sonar Tower, they brought that station equipment in a bullock cart from that airport in Indiranagar.
HL airport. Yes.
HL airport. From there, on a bullock cart was transported to Millers Road, and they got erected on top of the Sonar Towers. And that gave the data communication link for TI to operate between US office and India office.
Oh,
That became very critical for them.
wow.
Without that, they wouldn't have started the development center here, because there's no internet. The people are not having that kind of high-speed communication links in India, and they were very costly. For 64 kbps link from Texas Instrument India to Intelsat and back, VSNL was charging them 40 lakhs per annum. 40 lakhs for 64 kbps. That's a half circuit. That means he add another half circuit, 80 lakhs. 80 lakhs per annum for 64 kbps bandwidth.
That is a cost unimaginable in those days.
Yeah, that's why.
For the cost against what we are trying to incur today.
Correct. And that's the reason why none of the local industry, they did not take any connection from STPI from that satellite link. They said it is too exorbitantly high cost, we cannot afford to have it.